Hello.
Hola,
¿Qué tal?
Hola, hola.
muy bien, ¿y tú? ¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
Okay, that's all I know in Spanish. Now we can switch to English.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, perfect.
I even can see you both.
Привет, как дела?
Хорошо. А у вас?
I speak fluently Russian. I understood all what you said. You were talking first about Gus doing the prank to me with the word da 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 da. Then you talk about Paco and Dorisha, Paparot. I know everything. So be careful what you said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then we were listening. Samuel and Sophia, Sophia, Samuel.
So we can switch to Russian.
Yeah.
No.
And you will translate to Sophia.
Давай.
No, queda Байки. No.
Papi, давай.
It's okay. You can use these words here. Because like you can speak Russian, you can sing in Russian. Your
Of
famous
course.
song about borscht.
Yeah, of course.
Because I asked Diego yesterday how many Russian words he knows, and he was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. And what about you?
I definitely can beat that.
Привет,
Хорошо,
Paca.
Paka Paka is your friend.
Pizda.
They're kids watching that.
¿Qué más?
Naleva, Nabrava, Kuda.
Kuda?
We are fluently Russian speakers.
No, more. We know more.
Lovaya Popa, Siski Pipiski Pizda. Just poetry.
Poetry.
Yeah, kind of.
Tuca. Sorry. Someone taught me this Russian.
Someone is saying we can speak Spanish. So Lena can actually speak Spanish. She understands most of the things. But she's
Entiendo un poquito, pero
too
no.
lazy to talk.
No quiero hablar español.
Gas, cállate la boca, Gas, que no estás diciendo sino mierda nada más. Estaba escuchando ahí todo lo que estabas diciendo, te lo estabas inventando.
Газарян, давай я тебя в эфир верну. Эти непонятные люди что-то говорят.
Un abrazo para Gas. Big hug for Gas. He's our
Yeah, he said a lot of warm words about you. You always complain.
Yeah.
Okay,
Y
like.
si quiere un palo para la campana. He
What?
will understand.
It's a joke to Gas.
Yeah.
Он думает, что я про него плохо говорил. Да нет, вряд ли он так думает. We will discuss like in all languages, you know?
Okay.
So he will write in Russian, we will speak in English, sometimes in Spanish. So,
Okay.
No problema.
so like, the main point of this life is just to share the stories from your dancing career. Something funny, something strange, something weird, whatever you want.
Okay.
And I had one question for you, like how it was to kiss a giraffe.
How was
it to kiss a giraffe?
Oh.
He was very
Like,
scared.
Oh. I must say that I'm the scary one with the animals. Okay, she's more like, yeah, let's do it. But I'm more like, oh, it's a fucking giraffe. Okay.
He did it just for the picture.
Yeah. Actually, Danai was enjoying like, yeah, another one, and she was like, you know, Danai, right? Danai Bustamante. From Cuba.
Yeah.
So she was like enjoying a lot and stuff. Sophia, she was actually there at the beginning like, and then she was, it's okay, do it. And for me, it was like, it has beard, like me, you know, like it was kissing, like, and he has hair on the face. So
now you know how it feels.
So it was like, but at the end, I did it.
But he was very scared, and he was like, "Is the photo okay? Is the picture okay? Because I don't want to do it again, please."
And you put something in your mouth, or how is the process going?
Yeah, they had some stuff. I'm sexy enough for her to come to me. But
yeah, that's why I'm asking, because like
you had to put like some food in your mouth, and they just did this and took it. It was just a second.
But I'm not super handful with animals, you know. In Australia with the kangaroos, I had the same thing. So I was like, hello.
Really?
Yeah.
How can be so?
I'm more like a people person. Sophia knows how to handle. She knows how to handle more animals. You know?
I want to find a video of Samuel doing trying the. ¿Esto dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Ah, vale, Kenya. Let me see if I can find the video. Maybe. Okay. Just keep going. If I find it, I will let you know.
It's like now we are waiting.
Shotgun.
And how was your trip to Australia? It was your first. How was your trip to Australia? What was spectacular? All the stuff, because like you're traveling, I guess, all around the world now.
Yeah, most of the time. Yeah.
Because
yes, we feel very blessed because we feel that we have the best job ever. Like
we used to have. Now I'm not sure if we still have.
Now you're on holidays like normal people.
Yeah,
it's crazy because so if someone would have told us, okay, can you please describe your dream, your perfect job, what would you do? For me, at least when I was little, I would say I'd love to travel and meet people from different countries and have an insight on the country, because when you just travel as a tourist, you don't get to actually know people from, because you go like with your friend, with your partner, whatever, and you just spend time with that person. But when we go to places, we learn siski pisiski, and we learn things, and we talk to people, we eat food, we go to the homes, we go inside.
You eat Belarusian food, which is super good.
Yes, it gives you a whole different experience in traveling, and we're dancing, which is like our passion, so it's just like a dream.
And Australia was amazing. We fall in love with Australia.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect country. Big hugs if someone from Australia, which actually I have a t-shirt from Australia, from the festival this year when we were there to the lake, from our friend Jean-Luc, and it was like really like a blessed.
It was so good because I don't know, have you been in Australia?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you have to go because
Thank you.
It's really because there's like so much, like the best things about like hot countries, which are like normally happy people, good weather, you know, but normally in those places there's not a lot of healthcare and things that you need that you might have in cold countries. But in Australia you have like both of them. You have good weather, happy people, and good healthcare, a lot of nature. People know how to take care of the planet, and it's just
and
really.
You have koalas and horny koalas. That's a funny story. We were there, and it was a friend there that he was saying like, yeah, you know how cute are the koalas? It's like, yeah, they are nice. They are really like lazy and beautiful animals, right? So he told us like, have you ever seen a horny koala? It's like, no, why should I have seen a horny koala? And he was like, you should Google it. It's like, why? So he took the phone and he was like, horny koala. And if you see the video when the koalas are having sex, Grupabushka with koalas, it's not that let's say quiet or that calm, the koala. It gets really crazy, the male koala. So everyone is watching the interview, you can go on YouTube and horny koala and you will change your mind about the koalas.
True story. They're not as cute as they look like.
It's like, okay, I need to check. One moment.
Now everyone is horny koala.
Yeah.
So like you're describing Australia like a paradise.
Yeah,
yes,
it is.
It's
it is
like okay,
paradise.
visit Australia.
Yeah.
And the thing is like when like the weather, it was like really good, and it was their winter, let's say like this. So
Like, but I bet they have no snow, nothing.
In Melbourne, it was a bit more cold, but Brisbane, it was super like sunny and people were like chilling, swimming or whatever.
27 degrees or so, 30 even degrees one day. It was really good. People were swimming. The beach is beautiful. there's a lot of animals that you can only see their plants.
And they have free barbecues.
Yes.
So around the river, they have barbecues where you can just go there, like turn it on, and it's a barbecue. And they have around the corner, they have some, ¿cómo se dice esto? Some, okay. Some fruits and vegetables and stuff that you can go and take it, pick it up, and you can put it on the barbecue. So it's
like just for free, or you have to pay?
Yeah, for free.
Yes.
They grow it on the earth, and you can just go and take what you need, use it. If you do that in Spain, like you have nothing in 1 hour. Like everyone is taking, oh, free shopping today.
Yes. Because people
That's
have
true.
a lot of conscious, like they respect a lot other people and the nature and the animals. They are very, they are so good. I love Australian people.
Because like you said, there was winter and 27 degrees. For Russian person, it's like minus 27 degrees always, if you speak about winter. And Gaz is writing that he remembered how you were making video in St. Petersburg, in contrast with Australia.
Yeah.
Actually, the worst video I did in Russia, the worst, temperature wise. It was in Perm. It was minus 23, and we had the great idea to do a video outside, almost naked, dancing. Okay, so I was wearing like something like this, like here, flip flops, and a t-shirt like this. And we went outside and we were dancing outside, and then a police came and said like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Niet, ni pan ni mayo, ni pan ni mayo." And then we closed again. And the most painful thing was the ears. They were like hurting like a lot. It was crazy. But we had a funny video.
But you are crazy. We all know that you are crazy.
Marichal.
Like, and what other crazy stuff have you done?
Sorry?
What other crazy stuff have you done during your dancing?
A lot of things. So one time, we were in Turkey, and we had a class right before the social, right? And I was like, I had no time, because a lot of times we don't have time during the weekend, so we run from one place to the other. We have the workshops, then we have to change, whatever. So I went to the party, and we had the workshop right before the party. So I really needed to go to the toilet, and I was wearing a jumpsuit, right? Like one piece, pants and top all together with a whatever. You
zipper.
understand what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was running to the bathroom, and it was already like just 5 minutes to the workshop, so I had no time. I was running to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom. I opened the door to the bathroom, and then I took everything off, and I seated, and obviously when you sit in public bathrooms, you don't sit. You just like you keep a little distance, right? So I was like keeping my distance, and it was like so much fluid coming out. So I was like, and then
Lena, can you save that later so I can like take a video and then I can blackmail her?
Then
Yeah.
I was like, I looked down to the floor and I saw a fountain, because the lid was on. It wasn't like this. It was like this. So it was overflowing, and I was like, oh my god, and I wore just one piece, so it was very hard like to manage. And the worst thing was that I couldn't stop, because it was like so much quantity coming out of my body. I was like, and then like when I finished, I started like taking a lot of toilet paper and putting it in the floor, and the toilet paper was done. So I was like, okay. It was already time for the workshop. I was inside and I was like, okay, so what should I do now? I need help. I didn't have my phone or anything. So I was like, okay, I opened the door like this and I saw two girls, so I was closed again. And then I saw them like going up and I opened the door and I went right into someone. You don't know what happened to me. And he was like, what? And I was like, I made a fountain in the bathroom.
And I was like, don't touch me.
It was like, this was the worst thing that has ever happened to me. Because I was like so ashamed of myself. Because imagine you come to a workshop, these two people coming from Spain to teach, haha, very good, very nice. And then you see that, like, what would you think? You would think that I'm like, whatever. So that was a very, very, very interesting experience that I had.
Yeah, it was. I can say that it was.
Like, Gaz is writing that it's Sophia's style, so probably it's not the only story.
No. There are a few of them. She's quite messy, okay?
Yeah.
So sometimes she doesn't like know how messy she is till she actually did.
Yeah.
Okay? So those moments are, for me, are funny. For her, are not that funny.
No, now I laugh. But at the moment, I was like, I felt really bad. Because this is my life. Like, my life consists of accidents and more accidents. And, you know, I have to be dealing with all the accidents that I'm causing. And I'm like, oof, okay, let me fix this. And then another thing drops and it's like chaos. But yeah.
Like, you need a special kind of insurance from these situations.
Definitely.
Okay, there were also questions from guys from, I guess, Rostov, asking about, like, what are your favorite memories about their city and about their festival? And what was the story with the cake on your face, Samuel?
Actually, Rostov for me has like a really special place in my heart because like I was there since almost the very beginning. Like first time I was there, it was when I met a lot of people that now they are my friends, like Gas or Masha or Maxud, like all of them. Like I met them first time there, so it was like actually I think it was my third time in Russia or my second time, I don't remember. And for me, Russia was still like a new world, you know. Let's say like I have a funny story about the first time I went to Russia, but I will tell you later. This is another one. So for me, it was like, let's see, and I got so many things from this weekend. Like I got so many friends. I got some like a new not only country, because like not only Russia, like all the Russian speaker countries. Like for me, it was like a discover. Like it was like, wow, that those people, they know how to have fun. They are like really welcoming. So that was the first thing, and for me it was like a new beginning, let's say. And second thing, it was my birthday. Like my birthday is in March, and it was Gaz's birthday a few weeks before or later. Sorry, Gaz, I don't remember when is your birthday. I ask you to remember what is mine. I'm really bad for that. And Lena's birthday as well. So for me, it was just, okay, it's our birthday. We're gonna have fun together, blah, blah, blah. And at this point of the night, the guys come to me and they said like, Samuel, we have a contest. And I was like, okay, let's see what kind of contest they have. So we need to be standing here. We're gonna close your eyes. And when we open your eyes, you have to dance something special. And they didn't tell me what kind of music or whatever. It's like, just dance, like salsa, bachata. No, just freestyle. It's like, okay, and I was nervous. I was like, okay, what will I dance? Because, you know, like, it was my first time in this place. And like, okay, maybe I cannot be as crazy as I am because they
are normal.
Run away, or they think I'm normal. Then I found out that how actually Rostov people are. So now I feel safe there because they are even crazier than me. So it's all okay. So, guys, why are you commenting if you are not understanding what I'm saying? You speak.
No, he said that after Sophia's story, he said that he remembered some other stories, but they are not for life. So we need to make, like, you know, uncensored version. Because a lot of instructors, I ask somebody about someone, they're like, oh, yes, yes, we have a lot of stories, but it's not to be told publicly, you know.
It's okay. We have in Spanish we say we don't have hair on our tongues. No tenemos pelos en la lengua, so we can say whatever. It's okay. So yeah, so they closed my eyes, and I really was expecting to dance something, you know, like okay, what do I dance? Is Russian dance or whatever? So when I opened the eyes, the first thing I got, it was like a fucking cake on my face, and I didn't expect it at all. So we were like Gus, Lena, and me, and we got 3 cakes at the same time. And it was really fun because then we said, like, I said to Dennis, okay, you did that, you're gonna regret. So I took my cake, I threw to Dennis, to Lena, and it went a bit crazy. So it was fun. It was fun. And then I had my revenge. So we did it to another guy last year, was right?
Yeah.
So Sergio was having birthday, and we put it to his face. So it was kind of our revenge.
Yeah.
Like, you're dangerous.
I'm really looking forward to be in the same birthday as few people, you know, like when you are having birthday and it's a festival close to it, or like a few people that I have in my bucket list to put a cake on the face.
Like, who are these people?
Eh?
Like, who are these people? Tell me the names, please.
It's a secret, because otherwise you cannot be safe anymore close to me. You will be like, oh, now it's my birthday, so I need to be careful.
Look at him.
Bro.
Yo.
I was preparing.
Ah! It was fun.
So, okay, Sophia, and what are your memories about Rostov?
Excuse me?
What are your memories about Rostov?
So I would say that Rostov and Russia in general was a big discovery for me, because it was a place that was, because I'm from Morocco, so Russia is like, oh, Russia is like very far, very cold. And like my idea of Russian people was completely different. I have to say that it changed me as a person to go to Russia, because I felt that Russian people, some people might conceive them as cold people, but I would say that a Russian person is like, not like obviously the culture, not every person, but the culture in general, I feel like people are a lot more honest than European culture, maybe Moroccan culture, which is where I come from. People are very honest. If they like you, they really like you, and you really feel it, you know? And if they don't like you, they just don't like you, and it's fine. But in my culture, you never know. It's like, do they like me? Don't they? It's like, okay, it's always a guess, you know what I mean? So I learned to be more honest, you know, with having the experience in Russia, because people are just straightforward. You always know what's in the back of their mind, so you can trust people a lot more. So that's why I feel that in Russian culture and like other countries near Russia, people can trust each other a lot more, and it makes for better relationships. I see very strong connections and like very long-term friendships, and I feel that it's a great thing. This is for one thing. And the other thing is that how do they take everything to like the next level? Like, you can have fun, but if you go to Russia, it's like more fun. Okay, you can dance salsa, but if you go to Russia, it's like a whole different technique and different, you know, it's like, it's crazy. You guys just take things and take them to the next level. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Like, they're so, you know, and they take everything with a lot of passion. So I love Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and all the Russian-speaking countries, I must say. And it really, as I told you, it really changed my perspective about life in general to go there. That's what I love about traveling, that it makes like small changes in you, and you just pick things that you like from different countries, different cultures and stuff. So yeah.
I was surprised at the beginning. I was surprised because the first time she came to Russia, I was expecting like, oh, now you're gonna be relaxed. You're not gonna dance all night because you know there is a lot of girls and not that many guys, also leaders and followers. So so I was like, okay, yeah, you're gonna be all night watching and chilling, Diego and us dancing. And no, she was like dancing like crazy. So I was like, wow, that's new for me.
Yeah, and it's very nice to dance also in Russia because obviously for leaders, because this was like everything that I could hear about Russia. Oh, the followers are so soft, the ladies are so buttery, it's so good to dance with them. And I was like, okay, I hope it's the same for the leaders, for guys. And it is, like, it's very nice. The music is good. You guys mix Cuban and romantica and everything, which is what I love. I prefer that rather than like just Cuban all the time, just romantica, just guaguancó, just, you know. I love that mix. The music is always good. It's not too fast, not a lot of spinning. It's just relaxed and chill, and it's just enjoying the social dance. I feel that you guys take the social to the next level also. So yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
And you've been to Asia. I heard that they're very, very technical persons, dancers.
Yes, they are very technical, but there's difference between different Asian like countries. I thought that Japanese people, for example, both of us had the same, that they would be like, oh, next level, because they do like hip hop very well and stuff. But for example, in Korea, Samuel, ¿qué opinas?
For us, it was like Korea. It was like a big surprise. It was like we were coming from Japan, and the thing is, like, I think in most of the countries in Asia we have been, like, the common thing is like the people are really hard workers. You know, like they have a goal and they work for it. In Spanish, for example, we are lazy. So if you have a class, I know that if I have a class on Tuesday, next week in our dance school, next week people are not gonna be practicing for that. Forget about it. So that's why we do socials to the people, to force them a bit to dance, and we really try different strategies to get the people to practice what they are learning in the classes. And in Asia, for example, it's more like Germany. In Germany, I was living in Germany for 4 years, and Germans are really hard workers. So they even have a dance partner when they are learning. So they meet once a week to train with the dance partner what they learn in the class. So next week, they already have this combination or this foot or whatever. So Asian people, they are like this. They are, so far as we have places we have been, they are really hard workers. So maybe they don't have like the dance, like Latin rhythm in their veins, as people say, like, no lo tienes en las venas. But they work hard. So for me, for us, I think both, like the hard working and the technique sometimes gets over the talent, let's say, okay, because the talent, if you don't work with it, it will stay in the same place. But the hard work, if you're a hard worker, you will keep increasing your level. So and we have a story as well about that for me it was really shocking. We had a workshop, like 2 workshops, then we had a social with a show, okay, in a club in Daejeon in Korea. And we were teaching this girl. When we teach private classes, we like to work a lot in the basics, because for us basics are not basic. A basic, to do a good basic, it's hard work. It's really complicated. Okay, so the person who say, okay, this is a basic, was totally wrong for me, because it's not a basic. So you can teach a basic, but if you want to do a good basic, you need to work a lot. So we were teaching this girl like to do a proper basic with the motion of the shoulder, the body movement, the hips, the everything. And she was really focused. She was like, and we were like really happy, because we saw that she was like really getting like something that she was hoping for, you know. And we were like, we did a good job. And she was like, but at the end she got a bit frustrated, like, it's not working. I told her, like, it's something that you have been doing like this for all the years you have been dancing. So to switch that and change something in your body, you need to adapt it and practice. And she was, okay, I will practice, don't worry. And we said, like, next year when we come back to Korea, like you will have that in your body. And she was like, yeah, I will practice. I was saying next year. So we went to the social. We were like 3 hours dancing like crazy because people there are cute to dance with you, and you dance and dance and dance and dance and dance. So when we did the show, we finished the social. Most of the times we stay till the end of the social because we love it, not because anyone forced us, but we love it. So we stayed till the end of the social, and then we went to take our stuff to the backstage. And the backstage, it was a room where we were having the workshops and the private class. So after the workshop, we had a private class with the girl. Then we went to the social, and when we went to take the things back from the backstage, this girl was still there practicing the basic. 3 hours later,
Wow.
we were shocked.
We were really shocked. And wow. She had it perfect. After 3 hours doing the things non-stop, she was like, okay guys, I need to show you something. And I was like, what? Okay, I've been practicing for the last 4 hours, so I'm gonna show you. And she did it so good. And I was like, man, like, of course. And in the beginning, it wasn't feeling like natural to her because the movement was completely different of what she was used to. But as Samuel said before, practice makes perfect. So that's why a lot of, in Korea especially, I find that the best level is in Korea. In Korea, they have amazing level. In salsa and bachata, they are really good.
And it's true that they put songs a little bit faster than they actually are.
Sorry?
Is it true that in Korea they make songs play a little bit faster than they actually are?
I don't know if they play different pitch, que si ponen las canciones más rápido de lo que son. I don't know if they play a different pitch, but they do choose normally songs that are a little bit faster in general, which is not my preference, personally. I prefer, as I told you before, like more relaxed.
But I didn't feel that. Actually, I really like the music of a friend, Jim Bao. Is a friend of us from Korea, and he doesn't play.
No, but I don't mean him. I mean like in general, the parties in general, they do like more fast songs. But this is like not bad music. It's just
maybe because I like fast songs. He
likes.
So, and she doesn't. So maybe that's why we have different.
Yeah, it can be a great song and be fast. Like, it doesn't mean that it's bad. I just prefer, because I'm lazy. So I like very
Mark
slow.
Anthony, all this stuff.
And he's like more. So that's why he likes faster songs. I like slower songs.
Or low.
Okay. You're a perfect match. And
like
what were
actually?
But you can't see anything.
It doesn't matter, but it looks cool.
Like, it's all about attitude, you know?
It's like when you walk in heels, it's not comfortable, but you still use them. It's the same.
Yeah.
And what are other uncommon things that you have seen or tried in Asia, in Australia, like in terms of food or something?
Wow. I have one. Mine is clear.
Go ahead.
For me, I'm sorry, guys. We love Malaysia. Okay, we had a lot of fun there.
No.
What is it?
Eh?
Once again, you had what?
Malaysia. We were in Kuala Lumpur with the organizer Mavis. If you see him, hi.
Hi, Mavis.
She was super nice to us. She and the boyfriend and all the people there and our friend ¿cómo se llama? Selva. Selva. It's amazing guy. So we had a lot of fun there. But I tried the worst fruit in my life. It's called, actually when we arrived to the hotel, they said they have a flyer at the entrance. It's forbidden to bring a durian inside the hotel. I was like, durian? What is durian? Durian is a fruit.
I know.
So they forbid the people to take inside the hotel because it smells so bad.
Not true.
It is.
I actually did like it But he's like a child, you know. He doesn't like strong tastes or strong smells or spicy food, or he just likes, you know what you would give a kid? What would you give a kid? Just a simple little chicken with fries and then a little bit of chocolate, right? This is what you would give a kid. This is what you give someone. So he doesn't like anything like, you know.
I want to know if any of you that are watching have tried durian, and let us know what you think about durian.
It has a very nice texture, and I find that it's worth trying. And when we were in Korea, the organizer, which is like the most nice person, one of the nicest person I've ever met ever, he was so nice. He was like making us try all the foods, taking us like to different places, not repeating the same dishes so we could try like everything and stuff. He was like, okay guys, so you have only one thing missing. We've been there for almost a week, so we tried everything, and he was like, you have one thing missing, and it's the octopus, raw and alive, you know, moving. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm so excited, I want to try. And someone was like,
I was like, please, no. So
You're afraid of animals, we do remember.
I pray to all the gods I know. Please, the restaurant, please, be closed.
and we were like, we went to the first restaurant, and they were like, oh, sorry, we're closed. And I was like, and the organizer was like, don't worry guys, I'm gonna look for another place. And we were like, we went to the second place, and someone was like, and the second place, they were like, oh, we're out of octopus. It's we don't have more octopus. Maybe you can come tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow we're leaving. And they were like, okay. And we went to a third place, and it was also closed. So he did like his magic, guru magic, and we haven't tried the octopus alive.
Actually, I love always to try new things everywhere where I travel. You know, I try the things, like at least try it. Maybe if I don't like it, I don't like it, but at least try it. But the thing with this, it was like I could try raw octopus, okay. I could try raw octopus alive, okay. But I cannot try raw octopus alive in the breakfast without.
Why not? What's the difference?
It's impossible. I will throw up. So I told her, like, we can try this in the evening.
But it was the last day.
It was the last day. We had no time. We woke up, and the guy brought us to the octopus alive place. So I say, Sophia, I'm sorry, but no way, this is gonna be my breakfast. So
Okay, then what are you normally eating for breakfast, if not octopus?
Sorry?
What are you normally eating for breakfast, if not octopus?
Bread with ham, cheese, tomatoes, eggs.
Basic bitch. He's a basic guy. He really basic. He doesn't like anything interesting in food.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I don't like tea. I'm sorry.
He doesn't like tea, caviar, nothing. He just likes simple things. Even cheese, he likes like the mildest cheese. He doesn't like strong cheese. And you know, like things with the character.
For that, I have enough character in Sophia. I don't need it in the food. So I'm okay. I don't need more extra spicy. It's okay.
Dale con eso mientras yo pienso.
Okay, what's he thinking? I will tell you a story from Kazakhstan. It's really, really nice. By the way, we love Kazakhstan as well. I have been like 3 times there, I think. You too? Or?
One time. I've been one time, and so good. I loved it.
It's an amazing place, and we have been really lucky most of the time, because the organizers we have been working with, they were so kind. Like most of the time they are, except Elena, because we don't like her.
No.
No, actually it's true. Most of the organizers like actually become our friends, because like they treat us really good when we were there. So we have a good relationship. And in Kazakhstan we have been working with Peter, with Algat, with Masha. So all of them became our friends. So first time I was in Kazakhstan, for me, when Talgat, it was the guy. I don't know if Talgat is over there. He wrote me in VContact. He was shocked that I had VContact because he was like, "Oh, you VContact? You're Spanish?" And like, yeah, but I work a lot in Russian speaker countries, so they told me to open this account, blah blah. So he contacted me through VContact, and he told me, "Hey Samuel, I'm Talgat from Kazakhstan. I saw you in Berlin. You wanna come to Kazakhstan to our festival?" I said, "Oh, sure. Let's go to Kazakhstan." And next thing I did, it was like Google Kazakhstan because I didn't really know. I knew that it was a country. I knew that it was somewhere over there, but I didn't know exactly in the map where it was and stuff. So I found out a bit of things about Kazakhstan, and I found out that they eat horses. Okay, for me this is weird because we don't eat horses in my home country. Well, in the country maybe yes. But in my island, we don't eat horses. You ride horses, but you don't eat horses. So I went there, and I knew the thing about the horses. But we were there with Mike and Maureen from U-Tribe, from France. Big hug for them as well. They are really nice people. And they brought us to eat to a traditional place. Okay, so we were in the place. We were like, they brought the food. And they brought some meat, okay? So I was like, probably if there is something traditional, we will be eating horse. But I didn't say anything. And at this moment, I think it was Bobanten, one of the guys from there. He said like, yeah, this is ¿cómo se dice?
Cow. Beef.
This is beef. So we were eating, and I was like, I'm not sure. And suddenly they say, no, guys, you know, the traditional food here is horse. So this is horse. And Maureen, she got crazy. She said, oh, I'm eating horse. Ah! She got like really crazy because she did. I understand. Like you are giving some food that maybe you don't want to eat or whatever. So she got crazy with the horse. And I was saying like, oof, luckily I read that before. So we go to the next lunch or dinner, I don't remember. And this guy Bobanten, he comes to me with some stew with some meat inside. And I was like, okay, most probably it's horse. So what is this? It's beef. Ha 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 ha, beef. So I start eating. I was, it's like a stew. It's like nothing special. And then he said, you know what you're eating? It's like, yeah, of course, horse. It's like, no, dog. I was like, what up? It's like, no. So, you know, like, once you travel a lot, you understand that different cultures, different, like, way of thinking. So for them, the dog, it's like, because he's half Korean, he has a mix of Korean, Kazakh. So for some cultures, eating dog is something normal. But for me, eating dog is eating a person because my dog is my friend. It's like we have dog at home as a friend. So I was shocked. I was like almost throwing up, and I understood. It's your culture. For me, it's normal to eat a rabbit, and for him, eating a rabbit. Or for example, Indian people, we eat cows here in Spain. Like and for Indian people, eating a cow, it's crazy. Like a cow is a holy animal. So I understood this, but still I was like, no, how can you eat a dog? So it was a crazy experience in Kazakhstan.
Dog.
Man. Yeah, she has a dog. It's called Mambo.
Yes.
Really?
It's not really beautiful, but he's
so handsome.
He's
so
friendly.
Cute. No, it's guapo. He's handsome. He's very handsome, but he's jealous of him.
Yeah, of course. ¿Le contaste tu historia?
No, tío, ¿no se te ocurre?
No sé. Es la de la India, la cuando fuimos, que se nos apagó la luz, que te fuiste a comprar.
Ah, yeah. I have a good one. So we were in India. I have very bad memory. That's why I'm with someone, because he's my diary. You know, when I have to look into my, I'm like, someone, can you please remind me that time? So we were in India, right? And we had one of the nights was fairy tale, okay? The theme of the night. Indian fairy tale. So I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to be wearing a sari, you know, like the thing that Indian people wear, traditional wear, like dress of Indian people. I was so excited. So I was like, okay, so I didn't have obviously with me. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go there and buy something once I'm there. So we went together to the mall. Okay. We went to a mall right in front of the restaurant, right in front of the hotel. So we went and the power was off. Okay. There was no power. And the people were still there, like buying and doing like their normal life. And I was like, is this normal? And I was like, excuse me, are you open or are you closed? They were, no, we're open. We just have a little problem with the power, but don't worry. Just come in. And then a girl comes with a light, you know, with a she was like,
lantern.
No, I don't know how to say it, but like, you know, the thing that
I
you
understand.
have, like in the woods. Okay. So she had one of these things and she was like, okay, so what do you need? And I was like, okay, so I need a sari, blah, blah, blah. She was like, okay, perfect. So she was like, okay, follow me. And she was like with the light and I was following her. And then she showed me like a few ones. And then I saw a mannequin with one that was perfect. I was like, oh, I want this one. This one is perfect. And she was like, no, sorry, this one is in the mannequin. And I was like, oh, but it doesn't matter. Just take it out of the mannequin and sell it to me. And she was like, oh, no, but the mannequin would be naked. And I was like, what? And then like 4 other girls came, okay? And they were like, oh, they were laughing because they were like, oh my God, she's gonna like undress the mannequin and leave it naked. And I was like, don't worry, I will take it off. Don't worry, if you don't want to do it, I will take it off and I will put like something over it. And she was like, okay, do it, but don't let anybody watch. And she was like hiding the mannequin, and then she put like a tissue on top of it, and she was like, okay, now you can take it, but be careful. And then she turned off the light because there was like a man coming, and she was like, okay, can you like not watch? And someone was watching. Someone, please don't watch the mannequin. That was crazy. Like this is also like so different. Like for me, I would never think that a mannequin is a sexual thing, you know, but for them it was like impossible to like leave the mannequin naked. So that was the thing. So I took my sari and I was like, okay, sorry, I left your mannequin naked. Just deal with it now. And we left. So that was a funny story.
And how was the party? Because like in India, they said that the party was always perfect.
So good. And I looked Indian. Everybody was telling me, oh, you really could be Indian now. You really look like Indian. I was like, thank you.
And by the way, what are you doing during the quarantine?
A lot of stuff.
Yes.
Actually, the people think that, yeah, we get bored during the quarantine. We don't. We have a lot of full time.
We're doing a lot of work because we've been working on our online courses, the website. We had to transform our very small living room in a studio with lighting and everything to have like quality videos. So we really have been really busy, and we've also had a lot of free time. Like he's always like, when he's not working, he's Netflix. And I hate being like sitting all the time or like laid down. So I prefer, now I learned that I enjoy cooking. You know, I've been 26 years of my life thinking that I hate cooking. And this quarantine, I discovered that I love it.
I had an upgrade for free, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy. So now I'm cooking. So we're eating like different food every day. We're not ordering food. So
actually, we are traveling while she's cooking.
Yeah, true.
Because, you know, like we have been traveling different places with so many good food. So we try to do the food that ¿te queda algo?
No, ya me lo comí.
She just did yesterday cirkini.
Did she like
Sirniki.
Sirinki, yes,
yeah.
that one.
She cooked that yesterday. So
Yes.
she has been cooking like things from different places.
Yeah.
And she did Indian food, Thai food,
Chinese, everything. I did like a lot of dishes. Moroccan, of course.
Turkish.
Venezuela, Turkey, Mexico.
So every day is a new discovery.
Like what day is today?
I looked for like recipes and did some cooking. So this is like my new hobby, cooking. I didn't do that.
And we are learning souk.
Yes.
Like
I mean, like for us, it's like, you know, within sensual bachata. So sensual bachata has a lot of inputs of souk. So for us, if we learn the souk technique, it could improve a lot of or sensual bachata, or give another point of view, because in sensual bachata we lead a bit more with the hands, and in souk they lead more with the frame and stuff. So this has been in our bucket list for a long time. I really want to learn souk. We met those teachers, Pedrinho and Linda from UK. They are our friends now. And first time I saw Pedrinho dancing, I was like, I want to be that guy. Like social dancing. It's like the craziest social dancer I've ever seen dancing souk. And it's like urban and stuff. I was like, yeah, I want to learn that. But we never have the time, because during the week we are teaching in the dance school in Madrid. During the weekends we travel, so we don't get the time to do sometimes our hobbies, you know? So now in the quarantine, we have a lot of time. So we can do the hobbies that we have in our bucket list. So
yes.
We started with souk. Now we are intermediate souk dancers.
Yeah.
like wow.
We are doing a course, and we did the foundations. Now we're doing intermediate. So we want to dance like not a professional, just as learning as a customer and enjoy with it. And we love the music, we love the dance. So
it is very nice, yes. And we've been doing also. I did like a complete transformation of our apartment. I changed, like, I was painting the fridge
every night.
I was painting the fridge.
Okay, let's ask, guys. Do you think this is normal that she's painting the fridge every single night? Every night I'm here watching Netflix. Like I started to play the piano. I'm taking piano lessons as well. So I'm using the quarantine. It's been productive, you know. Yeah. So every night when I'm doing something, I smell like painting.
Yeah.
Painting.
I do a lot of paint.
I go to the kitchen and she's painting the fridge. Next day.
And can you show it?
Yes.
Next day it's the same.
Okay. So.
Wait. So, what do you think, knowing Sophia, what do you think the fridge will look like?
I don't know, something colorful.
Of course.
Pink! I think we don't see it properly, but it's like a light pink. This is white, this is pink.
Like
very light, yeah. I don't know.
So.
Okay.
So it's just pink.
Yeah, it's pink.
Like so girlish.
This also, me. This is the beginning of quarantine, and this. I've had a lot of free time, so when someone is watching Netflix and playing piano, I'm painting everywhere.
So like you're productive and he's having rest.
No, I'm productive too. I'm learning to play piano. That's being productive.
That's good, yeah.
Because like you have a lot of photos where you're kind of singing, and now you can play piano.
I cannot sing at all, so I need to play an instrument.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm really bad singing. Every time
I know, you sent me once a song like Happy Birthday on my birthday.
Yeah, that's the only one.
The worst memory.
Every time I share... Espérate, yo te más para acá porque...
Para abajo, porque si no se corta, se ve espacio para eso.
Every time I share a room or we are in a festival together with Diego. Hola Diego, yesterday we saw the live you were doing yesterday. Diego, he loves to sing. and he's singing all day, all night. And, porque señorita, and I listen to him like, fuck, why I'm so bad at singing.
He's really bad.
I'm super bad, really bad.
He's really bad. I don't know, like I think he's the worst singer I've ever heard in my life. Like, the thing is that you know the song, okay? And he's like telling you the song, trying to sing the song. It can be like the most simple song, like Despacito, Happy Birthday. And he's like, happy birthday to you.
It was almost exactly like you sent it to me.
Hi, Steve. Mwah.
Sí, veniste por
We
ahí.
love you, Steve.
Besito.
We miss you. Yeah, and the worst thing is, like, sometimes I want to tell the students a certain song, you know, the mambo part of this song, or the montuno, blah blah, and I try to yeah, the song is making yo la quiero morir. It's impossible. I get what I want to say because I'm really bad singing.
And the thing is that you can be bad singing, but at least know the lyrics, right? His problem is that he doesn't know the lyrics and he doesn't know how to sing. So it's impossible to get the song. Like, how?
I know the rhythm. I know all the bass, all the small drums, all the conga, all the piano. But the voice, even the voice, if the voice doing ti ti ni ni, but if I don't love the singer, I don't remember the lyrics.
You don't remember.
And even sometimes when I love the singer, I don't remember the lyrics.
Okay, you love Mamá de Primera. Can you tell me one verse? De 3 días.
It's too much pressure now. No.
Come on, you can do it.
No, I cannot. Sorry.
Go, Samuel, you can, go.
¿Cómo era?
He doesn't remember. Tan solo hace 3 días.
Que tan solo hace 3 días. No.
He doesn't. He recibido una nota.
No me acuerdo.
He's really bad.
It's like, do you go to karaoke?
No.
No?
You know,
What a pity.
I love people around me, so I don't want to hurt them. You know, I try to be nice, but she's good. She's good in karaoke.
No, I don't like karaoke. I never go.
No, she never.
No. I never go.
But
So, like,
you
singing
know,
is not your superpower.
when I go karaoke, it's more about the show. You know, like, I remember one of the last time I was in a karaoke, it was with a friend, Jerai, and Dario. He's a bachata teacher, Dario. And we were in a karaoke in Tenerife, and we were singing like a really famous song of the Carnival of Tenerife. Sigan bailando, sigan bailando. It's like a merengue of Billo's Caracas Boy. And we went on stage and we did like a full show, like with the dancing, with acrobatics, with the or other, because Dario doesn't sing really well neither. Our other friend Jerai, he's a good singer, so he maintained the singing and we create the show. So I can go to karaoke and create a show, but not singing.
No.
Like, at least something.
Better than nothing.
And I was in a Russian karaoke once.
I've never been in Russian karaoke. For me, the best karaoke, if you like karaoke, Asia in general, really good. Best karaoke of my life was in Korea. I think it was top 3 nights of my life in general, like, period. It was so good because it was like a private room and it was the birthday of Walid, whatever, one guy, and
you know him for sure. He's
Walid,
a tall Moroccan guy, strong. He's always in the salsa festivals, and he was in Russia. He has been, but in Belarus. No.
I guess I know whom you're talking about, but we never met in person.
Oh yeah, it was like a private like room, so we were only us, like, and
us were like 20 people.
20 people, and we were having the time of our life, singing, jumping from one side to the other, doing like the dances and everything. It was so much fun. You should go.
Like it sounds like normal after party. It sounds like normal after party at crazy festivals.
It was so good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're sending you hellos from Russia.
Привет, как дела? Хорошо? Отлично.
Hello.
And
Lots of hugs to Russia.
and there also was a question like when you were in Georgia, but it's for Samuel. Have you used all these phrases like "буду твоей игрушкой" and all this stuff there?
Yes,
With taxi drivers.
Most probably yes. Get твоя игрушка. I forgot that word. Yeah.
I mean, like the question was like with taxi drivers. To say that заплачу тебе натурой and all this stuff.
I stopped using this. You know, like this is like a really funny story, but this was in Poland. In Poland, I know how to say zapleciu тебе натурой in different languages, like Polish, Russian, most like tell me a language.
Portuguese, Italian.
No, but say a language.
Arabic.
No, they don't have that. Arabic and English, they don't have a sentence for that. They are too polite for that.
You don't know it in Asian like language.
No, I'm talking about Europe.
Okay, French.
In French, it's je voudrais payer en nature. So, yeah, so this is a sentence that it's funny. So when you say like people, why you know this? It's, you know, like, but you need to know in which places you use it, because I had two situations that they were bad. One it was in Poland, and the other one I think it was in Belarus.
Yes, in Minsk. Yeah.
I think it was in Minsk. So in Poland it was with the taxi driver. So we were with the I think it was Paulo. Sí, Paulo de Quisombero. Paulo and the other is Quisombero, small one from Portugal. I don't remember. Well, okay, so we were in a car, and I was explaining the guys that they are Portuguese, that I know this sentence and how to say in different languages. So I said like, now you know in Portuguese is "pau te con o meu corpo," in blah blah blah, and then said like, and in Polish is "zapłacę ci w naturze." And in this moment, the taxi driver looked to me. And he put like a face angry, like crazy, like say, hell no. Because actually it was saying, I will pay you with my body. And he was driving us. So he was like, no. And he almost stopped the car. And we were like, no, joke. And he didn't speak English. So it was a really bad situation. And I had the same situation in you know, when I say this sentence to someone, I kind of like, need to have a feedback that at least this person understands my humor. So I don't go to a random person and say, hi, nice to meet you. Zapłacę ci naturze. No, I you know. So in Belarus, we were joking with this waitress that she was really nice, and we were like joking with her. I think it was Diego with me there at this moment. And Diego was like, you know, I'm Latino, blah, 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 ha, 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 he, he. So we were like just having fun and joking, and she was nice to us. So I think it was Katerina told me like, yeah, say your sentence or something like this. I don't really remember the situation. The thing is like, when we finished, we got the bill. I said, "Zapleciu тебе натурой." And the face of the girl, she was like, she almost wanted to kill us. Like she was really. And I told her like, I'm sorry, it was just a joke. And then she was okay. But at the beginning, she was like really like, what did you say? Okay,
you need to learn new phrases to ask us to teach you something.
Yeah, no, this you were talking about this before. I never trust Gus anymore when he wants to teach me whatever. I learned the lesson.
Yeah.
He says that now he is older and he's not going to make such bad jokes.
I don't trust him either. I don't care.
Now you know that he snores.
No, I don't.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
He's the one,
So sorry, he doesn't.
the one who snores. Like crazy. Sometimes
Like-
I'm afraid.
Is it louder than koala or not?
Is it what?
Are you
Louder
louder
than
snoring than koala?
Yeah.
No.
And even more scary.
I snore and I talk. And I do lady styling when I'm
That's true.
sleeping. I do.
No.
I'm sleeping and I do.
I swear. Sometimes and the worst thing is like if you wake her up, she gets angry. You know, so one day she was like,
making choreography. Of course she's angry.
she was like this and sleeping, and then she started like, and I was like, Sophia, stop! You're doing the studies. You wake me up now! I cannot sleep again. Like,
It's true. I hate when someone wakes me up when I'm sleeping, and I was like doing my thing, and it was like, wake up, and I was like, don't wake me up. Just like give me a little bit of space so I can do my lady styling.
just do a cross and shut up.
Like, you're so passionate about dancing that you're dancing even when you're sleeping.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay, and what is the most embarrassing moment of both of you?
For me, the pee moment, it was quite embarrassing for me.
It was embarrassing for me.
And for me too. You came out like, someone, you know what I need?
It was so bad. That one was really bad. And another one. I know. You know, the thing is that I have a phobia of fungus in the feet. Okay?
Okay.
You know, like when people have like an fungus infection in their
Mhm.
toes.
I call it mushrooms.
So I know, like, I just have a phobia because someone in my family, I will not say who, has it. So when I was little, I always used to see it. I was like, oh my God, this is so disgusting. I don't want to have it ever in my life. So it's okay. But I personally, I'm like always taking a lot of care because I know that it grows when something is humid, right? So I'm like always taking a lot of care about like drying my feet very well before putting like trainers, and I'm always obsessed with that. So we were
Obsession.
we were in Poland, okay, and it was one of the first times that I was in a place where the snow was so high, okay. So it was like a lot of snow, so you could almost like be inside the snow. So I was walking.
You're not gonna say something new.
Okay, so for me it was new. So I wasn't just walking, I was like walking and dipping my toes and like doing my thing. And I was wearing boots, like the boots for winter, but they weren't waterproof. So for me in my head, I didn't realize that. So I was walking or whatever, and then the snow melted and my shoe was completely wet. And then my socks were wet. And that moment I was like, oh my God, it is wet. So now what should I do? And we went like to a restaurant, and I was like, I'm not gonna stay like this, like with my feet wet, because I'm gonna have fungus and it's gonna be the end of the world, so it's not gonna happen. So I went to the bathroom and I took like my boots, and I was like my boots out, and I was like trying to dry them in the like you know, the thing that you have in the bathroom, and it's like okay. And I was like, and then one person like came in, and I was drying my boot in the thing. They were looking at me, and then the thing collapsed and broke, and it stopped. Like, and that girl was looking at me, and I was like, sorry. So how would you explain? Like, the girl was looking at me, and I was like barefoot in the restaurant with my boot in the dryer. And I was like, okay. And now the thing is, because it overheated, because the boot was like constricting the air, so it was broken. Like the dryer was broken. I was like, okay. So now I don't want to put my feet back in the boots because I have priorities in life. So I took my boots, bare feet, and I walked to the table without shoes. And I sat in the table and I put my shoes like next to my feet, and my feet were bare, and I was barefoot in the restaurant. And I was like, can we stay a little bit more so my feet can dry? And we stayed there for a while. And then like after 2 hours or so, I was like, okay, I have to put back my shoes. And I was like, I was walking like this because I didn't want to like wet my feet. So that was a very embarrassing story too.
It's like difficult life you have.
She has way more embarrassing stories than that.
That was embarrassing. I was descalza, secando eso y se me estropeó el secador y la tía me vio. It was terrible. Whatever.
Like you can continue Spanish, no problem. You know, like blah 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 blah. It's okay. Okay.
So I don't know. Those are our most embarrassing.
You got a lot of funny stories. No?
Like,
No?
I'm boring. I'm boring. You know, I'm boring.
I like last story I can say, because now Nina Pomponina just joined.
Like we have 20 seconds left.
Okay,
That is the problem.
Russia, first time I go there, after party they brought me to a place I don't know where I was. It was scary first time there, and we went into a place that it seems like a prostitution place with water and stuff. I was like, what the fuck?
10 seconds.
And after sauna party they prepared for me with all the people in the party were there doing a surprise for me. And
Super.
I did it.